What up? What up? Happy Victory Monday, boys and girls. This is episode 93 of Crew Talk Sports, brought to you by Crew Talk Radio. We got a special guest today. So now we got Dante, we got Evan, who's also a Cowboys fan when he wants to be. We got Casey coming on, okay, the remix. Casey, I wanted to ask you some questions. First off, how dare you think that you guys would stand a chance after that pick? Because I know you were thinking, oh, here we go. Crew talk. And second, how you doing, brother? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man. I just figured the self-proclaimed best in the podcast game had to come visit y'all and take his ass doing the shit talking. I'm all lubed up, ready to take it. So fair as game, and someone misinterpreted my tweet, by the way, thinking I was rooting for an injury for your boy Surtain.
That was me.
That is not correct. I want to make sure that is clear. I would never root for that. Surtain is a beast. He's a phenomenal player. So, but great to be here, gentlemen, and fire away because I can take it.
Yeah, Dante, Ev, Victory Monday, fellas. I had boots on ground, obviously. I'm sure Evan was totally kicking his dog when Bo came out through the pick. My God, Evan, how rock hard were you just during that game yesterday? What'd you see that you liked? Anything you didn't like?
Yeah, I mean, it was, that's what kind of we've been wanting to see as Broncos fans all season is just put a full game together. And like when that first interception happened, I was just kind of like, here we go again. It's going to be one of those days. But no, man, I mean, it was great to see like the rookies actually make some impact. Make some plays. RJ Harvey, 3 touchdowns. You love to see it. We were waiting for that guy to pop. And I just I was delighted to see the running game get going, and that's what we had to do if we wanted to keep Dallas's prolific offense off the field. So it was just I love it, man. A good win, boys.
Dante, we talked about it on Wednesday last week. Like, you got to run the football. Shout out to our GOAT Alfred Williams. Dude used to go on to talk radio out here, Casey, just be like, you got to run the football for 48 minutes straight. And, Dobbins, 115. He averaged 7.6. Harvey averaged 6.5 himself. Dante, what'd you think of the running game? Is it Harvey going to start stealing carries? Dobbins is third in the NFL in rushing, I saw too. Also, Javonte fucking scored 2 touchdowns on our asses, dude. Hate to see that, but
I mean, him anytime touchdown was pretty much free as air, right? I knew he was going to fall into the end zone, so probably should have had that in some of our parlays. But it was great, dude. It was great. Love to see Pat Bryant get into the end zone as well. Casey, I will be sending you over my address because you need to be sending Broncos fans Father's Day cards until the Cowboys actually beat the Broncos.
Yeah, it was definitely nice just having a non-stressful Sunday for once. The first couple drives, I was like, oh, here we go. But honestly, every single thing that we've questioned Denver on was what they responded with. Jahdae Barron had a nice game, had a pick, and first production of the season I've seen from him, really. Like you said, they committed to the run game. Franklin had a great game. Some of these other receivers were stepping up. It wasn't even just Sutton. It was just nice belt-ass kind of game. And those don't happen very often, especially us Bronco fans the last 10 years. Honestly, I can't even remember a game that went that smoothly and was just like not even a worry. Remind me like Peyton Manning days almost. It was nice.
Yes. Casey.
I want to know, Casey, what is it with the Cowboys and not being able to beat the Broncos? Because, I mean, it doesn't matter who our quarterback is, man. We go in there in 2021 with Teddy Bridgewater, win 30-16. Then 2017, Cowboys come here and we beat down that ass with Trevor Siemian, bro. So what is it, man? What is it about the Cowboys that just can't get past the Broncos, man?
I think the better question is, what is it about the Broncos that the Cowboys can't overcome? I wouldn't say something about the Cowboys. There's just these sports anomalies in the world, and this is one of them, and it's in y'all's favor. I can't answer the question, but I will say this, man. You were saying y'all wanted to run the ball. Well, I mean, we let everybody run the ball. I mean, we don't give up yards. We give up miles. Okay.
Meters.
That's what we do. I'm surprised you didn't. I mean, Carolina, or the last 2 weeks, we've given up 9 yards of carry to backs. Like y'all actually didn't do as well as those guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
um,
Well, it's
but,
up.
but
It's
yeah, you mentioned the start of the game, man. The pick, and then the Cowboys defense actually gets a stop. I think it may have been their only one of the game. At least that's what it felt like on the second possession. And the offense didn't do what they needed to do because I think I tweeted out right after y'all scored your touchdown and how easy it was going down the field. I was like, we're going to have to score 50. I mean, this is going to be 51-48 again. Speaking of history, the Peyton Manning, Tony Romo shootout.
Yeah, that was a fucking great game.
That was a phenomenal game. But yeah, man, it you know, I thought the offense would perform a little better. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not one of these, this is our year, every year Cowboys guy. I'm a realist. And I can be honest, I didn't know enough about the Bronco defense. And that is, I mean, I knew about Surtain and I've heard the name, a couple of the names.
Benito, yeah.
It was impressive. I mean, y'all made our offensive line look shaky. Dak didn't have a lot of time, and man, it was a impressive performance by the Broncos, and it was also not our best day as an offense, which we got to have A+ days on offense to even compete for wins, man.
Not sure if you saw Jerry Jones after the game, but he talked about, for one, I mean, usually he kind of has his words that I don't agree with all the way, but he said that, he's proud of the owners, blah, 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 the Denver Broncos, good young quarterback. But he talked about the offensive defensive line domination. So, like, I wanted to ask you, Casey, because people are talking like they might trade for Hendrickson or Crosby. I'm not talking shit. I know I'm a guy that talks shit, but I don't think that defense can be saved with just a Matt Crosby. I mean, I'm not saying complete overhaul. I'm not sure if Diggs comes back, if that helps you, but man, it's a lot of pieces missing there.
I'm done with Diggs. I'll say that. I'm done with
a lot of people
Diggs.
are. They talked about that yesterday. They're like, we don't want him.
I would probably call the Patriots and see if they want him. See if he wants to play with his brother up there. I think that'd be a good fit for Trayvon. One guy doesn't save the defense. And even if Micah was here or that trade didn't happen, this defense would still be bad. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Micah Parsons wouldn't have made it a top 10 defense.
No.
There's too many holes. And there was names and players that I was excited about before the season that I thought were going to up their game. And yes, Overshown being out. And we were rolling out fucking practice squad players in the secondary by the end of the second quarter. Like, like Bo Nix, Sean Payton, feast on whatever the hell you want to feast on, because we're throwing out guys who are Walmart greeters. So and that's not a knock on you guys. You guys tore it up like you should have.
Right.
But do I think Max Crosby or Trey Hendrickson, these players would help and start? Yeah, I do, depending on the price tag. I love Max Crosby. He's a game wrecker.
Yeah.
And you pair him with Oziggy Dua in the middle, and then it just depends what you'd have to give up, because you are getting them for a little cheaper than what you would have signed Micah for. But you also got to start making a decision for the Cowboys. Are you going to sign Pickens and keep that wide receiver duo together, which has been formidable to this point? And then rebuild your defense with draft picks, or are you going to let Pickens go and try to spend money on defense, and then you're left without a number 2 wide receiver again?
Well, you kind of see like what that looks like, what's going on in like Cincinnati, right? How they decided to pay 2 of their wide receivers, and it's not working out over there whatsoever. I mean, they're kind of in the same position. So I mean, Max Crosby, he's probably going to take a couple first rounders, I'd imagine, right? I mean, does that help you long term? I don't know. But I thought this game was going to be a lot closer. I didn't come on the show with the guys. I thought it would be a little bit of a conflict of interest because I am from Dallas, Casey. I am from Dallas. I was born in Dallas, got family in Dallas. I moved out here in '99, so I eventually just kind of got converted. But I still have a soft spot for the Cowboys when the Broncos aren't in it. But I thought for sure it was going to come down to like a fucking 70-yard field goal by Brandon Aubrey, and I was like, I couldn't take it, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is, right? I thought it'd be closer too. But I'll be honest, by the end of the first quarter, I was all like, I don't see it happening. It's
Yeah.
just the offense isn't flowing after that first possession. And kudos to the Broncos. I picked them second in the AFC West, behind the Chiefs,
Hater.
just because when we were picking our divisions on time, I was like, until someone knocks off the Chiefs, I'm going to pick the Chiefs. Like that's just is what it is. So ultimately, I love Bo Nix. I loved the pick. I loved him last year, and I love what's being built out there. And I'll be honest. I know I sound like I'm over here trying to brown nose some shit. No, I'm happy that they're building something in Denver because it's been
bad.
You rolled off quarterback names that came and beat the Cowboys, bro. I didn't even remember those dudes were in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor Siemian, dude. Shout out to Siemian, man. I loved him, by the way. Yeah, I think Dak, fellas, if you can correct me if I'm wrong, he didn't look like normal Dak, and I think that's just because of that defensive line pass rush. We bring up Benito Cooper all the time. Really, it was the interior of that defensive line getting up in Dak's face. Franklin Myers, dude, I mean, he must have had at least 4 fucking disruptive plays. He had a sack as well. Zach Allen had a sack. He's fucking dominating too. That was a great signing last year. But, I guess it's Dak, like, I don't know. I think that he was thrown off a little bit because their weapons and their matchups, Riley Moss was kind of a liability there. He gave up that touchdown towards the end, but I did think he played better. But I was just surprised you weren't trying to get Turd Ferguson more involved. But I think it was because Dak was just getting fucking hounded back there just immediately. He couldn't do what he usually does, and running the ball, I mean, I don't know. It kind of got out of hand, honestly, but,
Yeah, I wanted to give credit to Vance Joseph because obviously they had a good game plan going in because, I mean, Denver's given up some points this year.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense, it's, typical bend but don't break, and the Cowboys, they're kind of a big play offense, but I predicted 31-17 with Hassan, and he was texting us, and I was like, oh, no, this is going to be not good for Denver the way this was starting out. And the defense just settled down, and once they start playing with a lead and teams are forced to pass, that's when that Denver defense shines. So if they can get ahead early,
dude,
yeah, that's what it's all about. Those pass rush, they're coming from every direction. That's the flexibility you have with a rookie QB and a rookie contract. So you can pay some of these guys. We're seeing the Cowboys, they have so much salary invested in Dak and some of these other things that you have to have some unproven guys to try and make up for. And if it doesn't hit, then that's where you're at. And I thought that Cowboys offense was pretty good, though. Javonte Williams, yeah, he had 2 touchdowns, but 41 yards on 13 carries. That's not a very good average. I'm still perfectly fine with the decision to let him walk.
Yeah, Ev.
Okay. I mean, he has been great. I mean,
He's
there
been
with
okay.
Dallas. He's been really good with Dallas, man.
I think coming into this game, he was second in the league in rushing.
Yeah, and
yards, or what are we talking about? I know he's been gobbling up touchdowns. That's a fact.
I think
he's 4th in yards rushing, I'm pretty sure.
I saw something today that he has already more touchdowns right now than the entire Cowboys backfield did all season last year. So
you know who has more rushing yards right now, boys, by 1 yard? J.K. Dobbins.
Oh wow!
And they both have more yards than they did all last season too.
Casey, let me ask you, what did it feel like the other game watching Rico Dowdle just fucking run down you guys' throats too? I mean, do you still like Dowdle? Did you want him to stay?
So, I mean, most people think, the Cowboys just watched it. The Cowboys did try to re-sign Rico Dowdle.
Oh, did they?
Okay. Yeah, they did try. They were just in different ballparks on what he thought he money talks, right? So, was it sickening, very sickening to watch that? Yeah, it was. Anytime your defense, I mean, like I turned 40 in March, man. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I could have ran for 100 yards in that fucking game. I mean, it was. I was like, good Lord, look at these holes. And I mean, our linebacker play is horrific. Kenneth Murray needs to go away. All right, 2nd round pick. That's a wasted 2nd round pick. Good job, Will McClay and Jerry. Put Shamar James in there because at least he's more athletic. Leah Fowl is not turned into what I thought he was going to be. And obviously, Overshown would make a difference. But even if you, quote unquote, still had Micah and Overshown comes back, yes, you're more athletic. It just doesn't cover our safety play is atrocious. Like people are talking, you're talking trades, Max Crosby or Trey Hendrickson. Those players would be great. I actually think a smarter trade that I heard about was Fitzpatrick and Chubb from Miami, because then you get 2 players.
Bradley Chubb is still in the league.
Yeah,
Dude, you don't want him.
I don't think you want. I don't think you want Bradley Chubb.
It's name me an end for the Cowboys right now.
Yeah,
exactly.
I cannot.
At least you know the name Bradley Chubb, and for me, it's the safety position. Minka Fitzpatrick is one of the best safeties in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And so I still don't know why Pittsburgh traded them, but for Ramsey.
Well, where do you think the Cowboys go from here? Because it's like, they still have a shot. Giants are dead in the water. It looks like Washington's going to take that L. So, you're still in it, man. I think
you got Arizona Monday night. They're obviously looking pretty vulnerable. Bye week, get healthy, possibly at the Raiders. You could potentially win a couple games off in a row, which puts you at what, 5-4?
Yeah, wild card is still a possibility. I just don't know. The defense is so bad. We thought it was bad right before Dan Quinn got there a few years ago, and it was the historically worst year in Cowboys history. This is going to smash that record.
Is Eberflus? Is that the defensive coordinator?
Yes. Fire him.
That guy is a bum, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So last week, I thought he figured some things out. He played more man coverage. And I get it. I told you, we're throwing dudes we signed on the practice squad on Friday out there to play freaking safety and stuff. So utterly ridiculous what he's working with. But he also tried to run zone 95% of the time the first 3 or 4 games. Dude, you are so predictable. Just what are you doing?
Well, from what it sounds like he doesn't really have a lot to work with either, so that's just not helping at all. But you add him on top of it, and it's like,
if you're going to play zone, you need pass rushers to put pressure on. Like Denver could play zone all they wanted if they wanted to.
How's Kenny Clark? How's Kenny Clark?
He's been okay. He hadn't been great. You know what I mean? But I definitely don't think the realm of trading for a defensive tackle is. I've heard what's his name in Tennessee, Simmons' name be thrown around.
Jeffrey Simmons is a fucking dog. Yeah.
Even though now you have Ziggy signed and then you traded Clark in the trade, to me, if you can get a game wrecker up the middle, just like a Chris Jones in Kansas City, you guys know how disruptive he can be. And when he was just dominating, the Cowboys need a ton of help, and they're the only team with 2 first rounders in the next 2 years. But ultimately, you asked where they're going to go. I don't know, because it's Jerry fucking Jones running the show. And at the end of the day, these next 3 years for Dak are really, to me, his window. If he's playing at an MVP level, he's played up there with the best quarterbacks this year in the league. 2 years ago, he was second in MVP voting. I think the debate, Dak is the problem, that a lot of people want to say is over. If you want to take advantage of that play, take advantage of CD's prime, if you're probably going to try to re-sign Williams, because I think Williams is on a 1-year deal. And some of these offensive linemen that are on the cheap right now, even though I would have been fine with them benching fucking Guyton yesterday and putting Thomas, who's probably going to be their starting right tackle next year anyway. I don't know what the Cowboys do here. And if I was running the team, I would be like, I would have recalled and be like, all right, what do you really want for Max Crosby? And then just start going around the league and figuring out what's the best deal I can find to start rebuilding this damn defense. And because you don't want a 1-year rental, because that ain't going to help you. You need someone with years on their contract, somewhat youthful, and isn't going to break the bank. But Dante made a great point. Cowboys are in that spot with possibly two receivers, and their quarterback. making, with the 60 plus almost 32, and then probably another 30 million paying Pickens.
I mean, Pickens has certainly been a boost for that offense, man. I mean, he still had a solid day against the Broncos. What do you have, like 7 catches, 74 yards, I believe.
Yeah.
So I mean, he definitely makes that offense better. It's just can you afford him, and do you want to put yourself in that hole? I don't know.
Well,
Unfortunately,
go ahead, Dante.
I was just gonna say the Cowboys. You mentioned it, Jerry Jones. Just feels like they just never push the right button. You can't say he's not trying. He's always trying stuff. It just feels like he's always making the wrong choice. I mean, you trade Parsons, you just sign some questionable guys, you let some questionable guys walk, and I just feel like it's kind of like they're just trying the same thing over and over. And I don't, as a Bronco fan who went through something like this where they just refuse to admit that they need to blow it up and restart, and every year you're like, oh no, we just need to reload a little bit, and it's like, no, it's just not it. I'm not what your thoughts are on the coach. Is it Schottenheimer? But I mean, that was another questionable hire when there were some big name coaches out there. It just feels like Jerry Jones doesn't have that fastball anymore, unfortunately.
Well, I'll answer that question. I was the number one criticism of Schottenheimer. I wasn't sure about the hire. I think now it was a good hire. I think he has the pulse of the team. I think his offense has proven to be potent. And after dealing with Mike McCarthy's lame ass shit for the last few years,
he's the worst.
And so I actually think, and me and my dad got in a little argument about this because he never wants to give me credit, and because he never listens on our show. Is the first I said last spring, the one person on the defense you can't let go and you need to promote is Al Harris. And I think losing Al Harris was a massive loss for this defense, especially him being a Dan Quinn disciple.
Yeah.
And I just love Al Harris and what he did for our secondary and for this particular team. And I think it would have been a phenomenal upgrade for Al Harris and a sneaky under the radar move for the Cowboys, like the Schottenheimer move is. So yeah. And
you got your draft picks. I mean, that's kind of where I'd be leaning is we'll revamp this defense. Let's hold on to these offensive weapons, including Turd Ferguson. I know he didn't have a catch yesterday, Ev, after you thought for sure he would score.
Big old goose egg on my fantasy team. You hate to see it, man. So
you guys got a couple picks. You could move for – that's kind of what Jerry Jones does, right? Is he's going to want to try to trade for Matt Crosby, then fucking mind fuck the wide receiver room. It's just like develop some young talent. I mean, that's
they're going to draft Arch Manning in 2 years. Watch.
Oh, Christ, dude.
Watch.
Casey, what do you think of that?
I think
Jerry Jones.
I thought he almost got benched on Saturday, dude.
If Arch keeps playing the way he is, you ain't going to need to use a first-round pick on him.
I didn't say they drafted him in the first, but
I'll say this is every first-round pick is 50-50, right? That workout generally statistically. So, but when you don't hit on them and you don't have depth or a backup plan in that position, you look at the Cowboys. Mozzie Smith, I hated that pick when they made it. Taco Charlton.
Great name.
Terrible player.
Love their Michigan.
Terrible play.
Especially when TJ Watt goes like 2 picks after him or something like that. They've been overall, their drafts have been pretty solid over the past 10, 11 years. I will give them credit because they're in the early 2000s. They were dick. Sorry, I don't know.
No, you're good.
Whatever you want on here, buddy.
Yeah,
this is a safe space. Yeah,
it's a safe place.
They need to get back to those good Cowboy teams were anchored by the offensive line. I mean, Zach Martin, Frederick, some of these dudes. Those were the Cowboys teams that were good. I mean, granted, they got lucky, like you said. They had Dak and Zeke on rookie contracts, so they could pay some of these other guys. But you can't build from the outside in and try and get receivers. And if you don't have an O-line, it does no good. So I think that's what's really killing them is the interior, like you mentioned.
Real quick in the chat, Kevin Showalter, he's an Eagles fan, Casey, so he's a Cowboys suffering live on Crew Talk Sports. Feed me more.
You getting a full plate, homie. put your little napkin in and go ahead but you know what, Kevin, if you follow me or follow On Time Sports Talk, you'll notice our latest reel posted was actually giving props to Jalen Hurts. So
I did see that.
So, we may be a DFW leaning show, even though we talk all sports, but credit where credit is due.
Shout out William Ubel on YouTube. He says, "Hey, what's up, man?" And then we got a Browns fan, man. My guy Brian Power, man. Ed for president. The Browns are the Browns. It could always be worse, Casey. You could be a Browns fan.
You know what?
5 sacks, man. I could not believe that for my Brownies yesterday.
Great performance, but Myles Garrett has pissed me off. And he's a fellow Aggie, okay?
Which he is, yeah.
For me, because I try to show love and some grace to my fellow Aggies. You sat there and whined and complained about getting out of Cleveland, and then they dangle this money in front of you. And you're like, oh,
switched up real quick.
Let me sign that contract, homie.
Yeah.
And then you want to start complaining again now that you want out. Shut up, Myles Garrett. You have no leg to stand on.
Yeah, you did this to yourself, brother.
Yes, you did.
It's just
you knew exactly whatever secret plan they had for the quarterback spot. That didn't work,
dude. They got to put in our boy Shadur. Dak, what's good, fellas? Man, victory Monday, Dak. You know the vibes, bro. Rashee Rice just scored for you, Ev.
Nice. Yes. That just I'm a comfortable victory in fantasy.
By the way, being a Cowboys fan, this is what it does to you right here.
Right. Hitting the whiskey.
Hey, wait, we've been there, man. We've been there.
You brought up your Aggies, though. Big win Saturday.
It was.
You made LSU fire their coach.
That's what we do. Florida fired their coach after losing to us.
That's right.
LSU. We're coach killers, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Since like 92, 93, I think. People better start putting some respect on Reed's name for the Heisman.
I know. I heard about that today too. Yeah, for sure.
The dude can play, and the running back room is still stacked, even though Le'Veon Moss went down. So got a tough schedule to finish it out. I think the Aggies have the hardest schedule in college football this year. It's ranked number 1. So you got Texas at the end of the year in Texas. And I think we got a couple. I don't have it on me because I didn't think the Aggies.
I got it. I'll bring it up. So you got Missouri, South Carolina, Samford, and then Texas. So I don't mind that schedule, honestly. You're staying away from Bama.
Had a good year. I think they lost this weekend though. On a last second Hail Mary that was about 4 inches short.
Elko's a good coach. I always doubt A&M just because they can never win the close one, but they've really proven it this year.
Yeah, because it's A&M. I get it.
Yeah,
yeah. I joined me and Dom are in a college fantasy league, and I have one of my wide receivers is that KC Concepcion kid, and he is fucking sick.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's fucking nice.
And he's fast.
My dad's favorite name to say on the show is Concepcion.
Oh, it's fun.
Concepcion.
Yeah,
love it.
He makes it French, which everyone who watch our show knows I don't like the French. Sorry. Bad honeymoon experience in June.
Did you? Oh, and it didn't go well out there?
Nah. Just let Parisians fuck y'all.
Oh, really?
I've heard they're pretty shitty towards Americans for sure.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Like, don't. This would hijack your whole show, giving you that story. So
I was gonna say, did you want to reiterate, or did you already have a bad day yesterday?
I mean, I completely went over this. This is a full segment or two, but dude, it started in the Uber ride. Like it almost felt like we were going to get in trouble for talking.
Really?
Yeah, we like the vibe was just like silence, I kill you. Like, it's really what it was. Then the hotel we got had the word new in the name. Motherfucker, that hotel wasn't new for the last 70 damn years. All right, we get into a hotel room, no AC, by the way.
Ooh.
You can't. It's so small. It's smaller than our cruise cabin.
Oh shit!
You can't even open our luggage. It hits the wall.
Okay, that is crazy. When I was in London, it was like that too, bro. Like you opened up your luggage and they took up your entire room, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So there was that, and then there was one plug in the room, one,
Mhm.
and it wasn't like you could plug it in and have multiple. And it was so hot because there's no AC. All you had for AC was to open the window, and we're in the damn concrete jungle. There ain't no breeze in that bitch.
Right.
And so, we had to choose. There's a rickety ass fan from 2003 in the room to plug that in or charge our phone. Like that was our choice in life.
You had to choose the fan, right?
We chose the fan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well,
We sleeping buck ass naked just to survive heat stroke with that fan.
Kate, you heard it here first on Crew Talk Sports, man. Casey, big Paris guy, dude. Loves Paris.
And if you believe that, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona, ladies and gentlemen. But let me tell you the worst one. And so we went to Versailles. Versailles was awesome. On the train back, here's a little hint for the viewers that ever go to Paris or France, apparently. Don't put your feet up on nothing because apparently it's absolutely gross and disgusting and not. And I had my toe. I was sitting across from my wife on the train. I had my toe right next to her hip. Just my toe, not like lounging, not like just passed out on the train. And this dude walks up and he goes, you have your foot on the seat, $60, €60 fine. And I was like, who are you? Like, and he shows me this bracelet. I thought he was trying to sell me some bullshit. You know, you hear about all these scams and everything.
Yeah.
And so sure enough, he slaps his bracelet on his bicep, like trying to flex too when he did it. And I was all like, what is that? I can get that off of Amazon, dude. Who are you? And he's all like, he's talking all his French bullshit. It just sounds like diarrhea coming out of the mouth for me. and he's like, foot on seat 60. At first I thought he said €16. You know what? That's $20-25 American. I can deal with that shit.
Yeah.
No, he said 60.
No way.
Which is almost like 100 American. I was like, what are you talking about? So I'm going back and forth with him. And my wife, she's looking up on her phone, and it is a thing. Apparently, the foot thing is like disgusting in French culture. And there's no signs, there's no announcement, there's nothing warning you of this stuff. And I was like, dude, I'm from the States. Can you give me a warning? It won't happen again. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. You know, I'm not trying to come over here and say, you know, fuck y'all. We're back-to-back World War II champs. You should be speaking German if it wasn't for us. All right. I'm not saying that. Okay.
I knew you were going to say some military shit. When I heard you
I'm a history major and I was in the Navy.
I know. I'm like, he's going to bring up some World War II shit for sure. And there
PTSD.
Hey.
I love it.
Why the color of our show is teal. You know, that's why we're trying to bring awareness. But man, so I was all like, you know what? I'm just going to pay this. I'm done with this situation. So I pay it and he hands me the receipt and I grab the receipt like that, like aggressive.
Yeah.
And he's like, do not grab this receipt like that from me.
Oh, dude.
And I stood up and I looked down. I was like, what the fuck you going to do? And he's like, what do you mean? And I go, take your ass. I paid your fine and head down the train. We're done here. And he's like, and he just kind of looked at me and I was like, man, I'm gonna be on one of these locked up abroad shows.
Yeah, you almost went to Paris jail, bro.
I almost did. You know, I probably would have ran that shit. You know, there are a bunch of wusses over
there. We're glad you didn't, bro. We're glad you.
Well, thank you. All right, Paris story over. Next subject, sports. I'm sure the people don't want to hear any more Paris talk.
No, we love it. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, well, real quick, sticking with Paris, my girlfriend went there. She almost got arrested too for like trying on something to wear. They thought she was stealing it. She's like, the door's right there. I'm standing over here. Like, I would run. And they're like, you cannot steal the shirt. She's like, I'm not even gonna buy it. Anyways,
I'm really surprised. Like, you guys do really good Parisian accents.
So, well, thank you, my friend from Dallas originally. No, fuck that.
So French fries.
You mentioned you went to London, right?
Yeah.
So we took the train from Paris to London after a day and a half in Paris. And man, London was fucking awesome.
Dude, London is sick. I would recommend if the Cowboys ever play out there, man, you guys got to go, man, and to go back.
And that pub culture,
so sick.
Real.
So sick.
Oh, yeah.
That is not a stereotype.
I think we went in there. We went into a pub on a Tuesday, bro, and they were watching a soccer game, just like local fans, bro, just going absolutely ape shit, dude. It was fucking so sweet, man. It was
Yeah,
a good experience for sure.
It was crazy. So we had great weather, no rain, 80 something degrees every day in London. We're the only losers sitting in the fucking pub. Everyone else is out on the street drinking. Like that's how it is. It's in an incredible environment. Love my London people. Shout out to the Old Bank of London pub who hooked us up because we were on our honeymoon. It was phenomenal. Love London. Can't wait to see more of England in the future.
Well, a lot of teams that don't play very well, actually. You see the Jaguars, the Jets. I know the Broncos were there, but we had our years. If the Cowboys keep stinking, playing the way they keep playing, they'll be in London pretty much yearly here, Casey. Just want to bring that up for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a home game for the Jaguars at this point. I mean,
they need it. They deserve it, dude.
Jaguars were fool's gold too.
Yes, they were. Thank you, Casey. Those are that's Trillo Betts' low-key second team. So
that's my little underrated squad. They beat Kansas City. The streets don't forget. One of the most bonkers plays I've ever seen from Trevor Lawrence. He had no idea what he was even doing out there either, dude. But you just love to see.
Did you see the reports? They're shopping Brian Thomas.
Oh my god!
Teams are calling. Should Denver pick up the phone?
I don't get that. Why?
They won't.
Rookie deal. Last year stud. This year, it's not his fault that Trevor Lawrence is unintelligent. I don't know what else to say, dude.
Travis Hunter's already passed him for wide receiver 1.
No, you just love him, and I love him too. Casey, let's get your thoughts on the rest of the league. Yeah, we'd love to keep bullying you on the Cowboys, man, but I can't hate. I don't really like. I will say at the game real quick, Ev, boots on ground. It was definitely at least fucking 25%, if not 30% Cowboys fans. Gerald, my cousin Gerald, Gerald, he's like, keeps yelling, "Here we go!" Like every fucking time Dad's got the ball, and then we were yelling on the way home, "How about them Cowboys?" It was fucking great, man. I kind of love playing.
When did they leave? What quarter?
They were out pretty early too. I mean, like probably early fourth, but you think they act like assholes, man? To be honest, there wasn't. It was like kind of like they just gave up. Like,
was it just me or Giants fans way worse? Like I was dealing with Giants fans shit on social media for so much of
that
the
New York mentality, bro. It's just a shit talking mentality,
right?
It's like Philly fans.
It's the Northeast shit, man. They all like I'm sure your boy Kevin. You seem to know him. I guess well. I don't know. But every Philly fan I've ever come in contact with the exception of my brother-in-law, I prefer Pittsburgh people over Philly people.
By a small margin, though, dude. I can't.
I mean, I didn't say it was large.
So speaking of your Steelers, Packers beat them by 10. Aaron Rodgers needs to change his chin strap, dude. He's just getting bullied by Casey's boy Micah Parsons all night. Green Bay, number 1 in the NFC. Spooky team, Ev. They got your boy Micah Parsons.
I don't believe it.
You still can't believe him because they lost to the Browns, huh?
I think they're going to be a competitive team, and I mean with Josh Jacobs, he's one of the best. But I don't believe in Jordan Love, and it's that simple, boys.
That's interesting. Titans Colts, the number 1 team in the NFL right now is the Colts. Jonathan Taylor is the fantasy MVP of the year. Casey, you're waving your finger. Denver should have beat the Colts. You know it. I know it. Dante knows it. Nev knows it. Leverage, by the way. What's your thoughts on this? I want your perspective on the Titans, too, because that is a horrible organization. And the Colts.
Well, I'm going to say your boy Kevin Showalter seems like a good dude because he just followed me on Twitter. So appreciate that.
He is a good dude.
Nice.
So you only got 1 strike against you being a Phillies guy. No, the Colts, man. So I call, and the old man doesn't, like I said, he don't listen on our show. I called Daniel Jones having a great year back in June, July.
Really?
Because this is what happens to people who leave the New York Giants. They have career years. It's what happens. Look at Saquon, right? Had arguably one of the greatest years of a running back ever had. So I thought Daniel Jones was going to have a good year. I thought going to Indianapolis was the right decision, a place where he could beat out. I'm not a believer in Anthony Richardson, never was.
He's
And
not even a believer in himself, dude. That guy is one of the biggest bozos I've ever seen. I said it on our podcast too one time. He's gonna be good for fantasy. Stupid.
Yeah,
Stupid.
that was one of the worst
drunk.
picks I've ever seen.
I was
I
drunk.
was in the Jones camp.
I was drunk. Yeah. Sorry, Casey. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. It's one of those things where, you know, Jonathan Taylor is a beast. I think he's the best running back in the league this year. He's been good his whole career. They've rebuilt that thing. I do think it's a little weird that their boss hangs out on the sideline all the time taking notes. It's a little weird to me, but it's obviously working, or whatever the hell she's doing.
What is she writing down that could be? First off, what is she writing down, Dante?
Bro, she sees something she doesn't like, she writes it down, she addresses it. Good for her, man.
Well,
I'm
she
a big
just
fan of these Colts, dude.
Well, what she's seeing is Jonathan Taylor 3 touchdowns a week.
Yeah,
Give that
dude.
guy the ball more.
She's like, can Jonathan Taylor the ball? She writes it down and then she emails the coach Monday morning. I really like that. We should do that some more.
Is she writing plays and then like at halftime coming in there and showing it to the coach, and then the coach is like, yeah, I'll run that next. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, she's writing everything down. She sees the concession line too long. She's writing that shit down.
There's
She's
16 people. There's 16 people on the tablet right now. We can't, get out of here.
You're bogging down the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, he's dude. Jonathan Taylor's for sure fantasy MVP. Shout out to our guy Tony. I saw him over the weekend, and he was just like bragging so fucking hard about his fantasy team. Which, don't be that guy, dude. Don't be that guy where you're bragging about your fantasy team,
dude.
The fantasy guys, the fantasy gods frown upon that, and they will fucking strike down.
Dude, my fantasy team, dude, dropped 3 weeks straight. I got to start cutting some people, dude. I'm looking at Xavier Worthy right now too, just to clean up some shop. Let's move on here. Bucks, Saints. Shout out to my Saints for fighting through it. Horrible display, dude. I don't know who would win between the Titans and Saints. I don't know though. Bucks contenders in the NFC, Casey. If they get healthy,
I think the Bucks are, but that contendant ability to contend has taken a hit with Mike Evans going down. Terrible when I saw that. I will say this: you mentioned I didn't give my opinion on the Titans. What a mess!
Cam Ward, dude. I don't even know.
I feel bad for the guy. They're gonna, if there's very few organizations who are better at ruining quarterbacks than the Cleveland Browns.
The Titans got to be.
And the Titans are second place in that, and Cam Ward unfortunately might be next on that list.
The Titans, that's where like wide receivers go to die, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's like what they get. Julio Jones, they got they
had Hopkins,
Tyler Lockett,
Terrell Owens.
Did you see Tyler Lockett was like, oh, I want to be released, and then he goes to the shitty Raiders? Like, what are you doing?
Oh no, I thought he was gonna go back to Seattle.
They're gonna trade Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, I did see that he wants out. We got a dude, Hassan, this fucking guy. You can be that guy if you got Javonte on your squad. This guy loves his Cowboys too. He lives out in Dallas, Casey. We brought him on Sunday for our live show.
Oh yeah. I saw a little bit of that.
He got offered a fantasy trade. Ev and I were talking about it. He has Javonte right now. He got offered Derrick Henry for him. We know you love your Cowboys, Casey, but I mean, in the terms of fantasy football, do you think that you have to do that trade?
I would have to look at the rest of the Ravens schedule.
Yeah.
And I think what did Henry do this past? Did he do solid?
2 touchdowns.
2 scores. And I mean, it's only going to get better when he has Lamar back this week.
That's what I was thinking. If Lamar comes back, I think that opens it up a little more for him.
They play Miami Thursday.
Yeah, so
he could have 400 points in fantasy, dude.
Yes,
but when you look at Javonte is 4th in league in the rushing, Cowboys offense is pretty potent, and they give it to him when they're down by the goalpost. I mean, and he has a knack for getting in the end zone. So I think it's not as an easy decision as you think, but I would seriously consider it.
It's a good question. Yeah, I mean, Javante's been a league winner so far. If you did draft him too, you drafted him so late. Speaking of the shitty Dolphins, Dante, you're on the shit list too because the Falcons fucked me yet again. I cannot pick this team out, dude. They're 3-4. I swear, dude, I've gone back. I've not gotten them right or wrong. Like, I've never gotten them right. They lose. They fucking beat the Bills. They're going to lose. They fucking win. Then the Panthers game. Is this worse than the Panthers game, dude? I mean, the Dolphins, they're playing for their coach, which I like to see. Casey's pulling one up. You love to see that too. What the fuck is going on in Atlanta? Was it Kirk Cousins? Who watched the game? Because I wouldn't do it myself.
These are two teams where you got to know their personalities. The Falcons, they're going to lose every single game that you think they're going to win. That's just what they do. You can't trust them. Kirk Cousins looked awful. They just don't show up. They just forget they have Bijan. The defense forgets how to play. Every couple weeks, they just forget. In Miami, they win when their back's against the wall, so that way McDaniel can save his job for some reason. I mean,
for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, then they'll drop 2. They'll get boat raced by the Ravens, and then they'll just beat a random good team, and they're back. So, yeah, I saw this game coming a mile away.
I thought I was the smartest guy in the room when Drake London goes out. I'm like, oh, let me plug in Darnell Mooney. 1 reception for 11 yards. So,
dude, Bijan Robinson, I started him in every single fucking DraftKings fantasy football lineup, bro. I mean, he's expensive and he had 2 points. It makes me just fucking hate the Falcons even more. They might be on the never bet again list, dude, next to Cortland Sutton.
Oh, they've been on the list. They are the list.
I want to say something about the Falcons. I'm digging the red helmet look. I'm going to be honest.
Those throwbacks are fire.
Throwbacks are dope. The Dirty Bird throwbacks, yeah.
That's about all I got though. But I don't know how you forget that you have Bijan fucking Robinson on your team. If you don't want him, I'll trade Javonte for him.
They force Algier the ball too.
How did Kirko look? Retarded? Old?
Yeah, old. Like he's 35 years old with the torn Achilles.
Yeah,
making 35 mil.
Yeah, right. That's why no one wants to trade.
The only person doing better in the money department than Kirk Cousins right now, is Brian Kelly. That's all.
Yeah,
yeah.
What was that buyout? That buyout was $50 million, right?
50 million.
54.
That 54. Poor guy.
What was Franklin's out of Penn State? Wasn't his 49? So this is more.
But he has to look for a job, and if he gets it, it goes down way down. So
yeah, well, fuck, dude. If you're making $200K a week just staring at your wife,
but these top level coaches, man, they get the itch. I just left coaching this past summer. You get the itch.
Yeah, because if you leave and you feel like you could have done better, I could see that. Another team that fucking is on the no bet list, Evans Bengals. They somehow lose to the worst team in the league, the Jets. Fuck me. Dude, you're talking about my parlay started off with, I was like, okay, let's just get some locks in there. Falcons, Bengals, fuck me. just a horrible Sunday. What happened? The Bengals were up. What the fuck happened here?
Well, first of all, shout out Chase Brown. He's back. I mean,
fuck him too.
Two touchdowns. Thank you, Dom, for trading him to me not too long ago. But yeah, no, I thought the Bengals were going to win it. I think it's just the defense, man, just is kind of like the Cowboys. It's the gift that keeps on giving. You can do whatever the fuck you want to them. And that's pretty much, I think that was the difference in the game, bro. I mean, the Jets, they still have some solid defensive pieces at least.
And Joe Flacco injured, questionable for this week. So not looking good for the Bengals.
Who are they going to put at QB? Is that Jake Bozo Browning?
Jake Browning.
Yeah.
Jake Browning.
God, dude. Is there no one else? Is there fucking no one else, dude?
I mean, go ahead, Casey. Trade for Dylan Gabriel. Just trade for another Browns quarterback.
Oh,
dude, I know, right? Fucking, and then Mike Tomlin would absolutely fucking lose his shit if they did that.
I actually love that lost the Steelers a game. I just love that shit, man. That is fucking great, dude. Like, why would you trade someone in your own division? It's like,
because fuck you. That's why. I love it. Speaking of the Browns, they got mollywopped by the Patriots. Patriots 6-2. You guys believers in
Drake
this New England Vrabel?
Casey, Drake May MVP.
Who you argue against him?
I mean, right now it's probably what, boys?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor's up there. Mahomes threw another 3 touchdowns tonight.
Dak and
Dak's up
Baker.
there.
Baker
Baker's up
kind of
there.
laid a turd last 2 weeks, but
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was Dak and Baker for the first 3 or 4 weeks. I think he's in the conversation for sure. I mean, my vote would probably be for Jonathan Taylor.
I know.
Out of those. But kudos to the Patriots, man. They spent money these last couple off seasons. They've rebuilt their team. Obviously, hit a home run, but I think I don't know what y'all's opinion is, but I would say that Mike Vrabel's a pretty hell of a coach. I'll be honest.
He's
was
winning
cheering
coach of
for
the
him to
year.
come to Dallas, honestly.
Yeah, he's winning coach of the year for sure.
I will say the
I think
Patriots
the
have had a
Colts
pretty
coach.
favorable schedule. I mean,
Yeah.
they beat the Bills, but other than that, they haven't played a team with a winning record besides the Bills. So I think that they're improved and legit, but I think they're going to come back to reality a little bit as the season goes on. I will say it was a nice sign. Travion Henderson had 75 yards rushing yesterday. I thought he was dead in the water. I didn't know what was going on with him as far as his usage, but this was a big week for the rookies. A lot of rookies around the league kind of stepped up and started getting some play time. I was going to mention too, the Saints, they even benched Rattler for their was Sal or Shuck or whatever his name is.
Tyler Shuck, how did he look? Because he looked horrible at Louisville.
He looked just as bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Totally.
about that interception Rattler threw and then just totally didn't know the ball was going to the end zone, like right behind him?
The worst quarterback has been Dylan Gabriel, though. I mean, he
looks fucking horrible, dude.
He looks like he's afraid to throw the ball. He's
Ev, I sent you that. Did you see that TikTok I sent you? I thought I sent it in the group chat. It was like, here's the worst 5 plays I've ever seen. Just 5 plays of Dylan Gabriel just in a row. This is a design screen.
Are they going with Shador this week?
No, they refused to play Shador. They don't even he wasn't even active this week because he apparently had a back injury. People are saying he's not actually hurt. They don't want to put him on the roster in case they have to bench Gabriel. They don't want to put Shador in.
The NFL does not want Shador Sanders to succeed, man.
Well, I'm going to ask you guys this because I never thought he was a first round pick. I never thought he was a top talent at the quarterback position.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like they went Rupshaw with probably the best receiver in the country at Colorado. I thought his athleticism was subpar. He's really accurate, but his arm strength isn't elite. I think it's about an average arm. His processing skills, I thought, were average coming out of college. Did you guys have kind of a viewpoint on Shador? I mean, I think at this point, the Browns are that bad. They need to see what they have in them. But do y'all think he can legit be a quarterback? And on the second question of that is, I think fit and place do wonders for a quarterback. And right now, I don't think any quarterback in Cleveland is going to be successful. So even if he gets in there, I think it's going to be a detriment to probably Shador's stock.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, it was crazy watching him fall in the draft because as bad as CU's offensive line was, I think that he actually did some things there that made him look a little bit more NFL ready, in my opinion, because, dude, you're right, though. It is a system thing. I'm a huge believer in, like, if the system's broke, the quarterback's fucked no matter who it is. Look at Tennessee, right? I mean, if you put Cam Ward in Cleveland, I don't necessarily think that they're going to be a winning team. But if you're telling me Dylan Gabriel or Shador Sanders, I would have told you 2, 3, fucking 4 years ago that Shador is a better NFL quarterback. But what are you doing if you're Cleveland if you're not trying it? I mean, why try? The thing about Shador, and it's kind of Dion too. I know they got fucking waxed Saturday, but like keep doubting these fucking Sanders boys, man. I mean, Shador kind of lives by that like chip on his shoulder mentality. I think it's immature of him, but at the same time, like people play around him. I think that's something that kind of makes him better off, like not on paper, but and yeah, I mean, accurate. He's not super athletic, but dude, I mean, look what's there, man. It's almost like the tallest midget in the circus at this point, dude. You know?
Yeah, I mean, he covered up so many holes for CU. Just off his talent alone, there's no excuse for him to not be starting for the Browns right now. There's no excuse for him to get drafted as low as he did. He could start for, I don't know, I'd say 10 teams in the NFL right now and be better than what they're putting out there. I mean, come on. Justin Fields had his career best game and he had 200 yards. So, I mean, I don't know what some of these teams are doing. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. He's got some not even attitude issues because he's actually a pretty good dude. It's hard for that type of family to know. I mean, how would you feel if Dylan Gabriel's starting over you and you're like, bro, what are we doing here? So I understand where he's coming from. The Browns are a cursed organization. They're not a serious organization. They deserve everything that comes to them, dude. They're seriously. I mean, what do they do? Now Judkins is hurt. Jerry Jeudy had not even a single catch this weekend. I mean, come on.
Fannin. They hit with Fannin. I do fuck with Fannin.
Yeah,
I mean,
the only good player they have on their team is Njoku. So what do? They go draft another tight end. Talk about a bunch of idiots, dude. I mean, come on. And yeah, you're right. Myles Garrett, good for you, dude. Take that money and just sit there and win 5 games a year. Hope you enjoy it. So
in the pit of misery, dilly. Yeah.
Damn. Dilly on some Cleveland Brown hate from Dante.
Dude, if you can't see how bad CU is, and then Pat Shurmur, he covered up Pat Shurmur for 2 years. I mean, we're like, oh, maybe Pat Shurmur's actually not that. No, it was just Shador. And he does take too long to process, and he does hold him the ball too long. Instead of throwing it away, he starts running backwards. So there's some shit like that you can't do in the NFL that he was getting away with in college. But I do think his accuracy and just overall, he's got that Brady mode clutch gene. I mean, we've seen it. He brags about it, but it's true. I mean, every time he's down and out, they come back. So,
I mean, you mentioned that they doubt the Sanders boys. I mean, Shiloh was horrible against receivers.
Yeah, liability.
Yeah, but
he's a liability.
Did you see him knock that dude out?
Dude, he doesn't care if he makes a play. He's just headhunting.
And then, I actually called the round right. Believe it or not, I'm a pretty fucking good at my job on my podcast. I said 5th round. I called it before the draft. You can check the tape if you like.
We'll check the tape on that because he was supposed to be the number 1 overall pick. Let's be honest.
That's why I say I'm the self-proclaimed best in the podcast game. Keyword self-proclaimed.
Yes, you do.
And humble. Right. No, I agree with you, Dante. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting a shot. But I actually think the best thing for him is probably not to play and get traded in the offseason or released to go somewhere else. Because to play behind that line, which I heard Njoku's name is on the trade block.
Mm-hmm.
If they trade their best asset there. And I mean, you guys can speak to Jeudy more than me. Wasn't Jeudy in Denver?
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah.
So
we drafted him the same year y'all drafted CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, and I think CeeDee was on the board when you guys drafted Jeudy. So
yeah, that makes me sick to my stomach.
Yes,
Thanks for bringing that up, Casey.
Well, Ev, you can only be partially sick because you do secretly root for the Cowboys.
That's also true, and I got some CD fantasy stock. I'm happy. So
there you go. So I just think Shador, the best thing would be actually not to play. Go ahead and say you got a back injury and get traded or released and go somewhere where you can try to pick where you want to play.
If only he had gone to the Ravens and actually could have developed, and then Lamar's been out all season. He could have been playing this whole time, but he didn't want to go back up Lamar. So, that's where that ego comes in. And
when you tell teams, I'm not even going to take the interview from y'all. I won't be there when you draft.
I won't be there.
I mean, if I was
5 rounds in a row, he was there.
You too.
Bro, I think Sean Payton legit wanted to draft him too. I mean, Sean Payton was like calling, hey, if you go undrafted, Sean Payton loves himself a backup QB project. Talk about egos, but
yeah, he does, dude. He does.
Yeah.
Hashtag Tony Romo.
Yeah. Let's keep talking about rookies, bro. My boy Scatabo, so sad to see. I know Eb loves it, man. Just guy roots for injuries all the time. Eagles end up catching a dub 38-20. I had Eagles covering this spread pretty easily without AJ Brown, the fucking drama queen. Casey, I know you hate that shit too, man. But Eagles fucking, they were trying to put a square peg through a circle hole earlier in the season by not giving their best player the ball. Feed the beast, bro. Saquon, what do you have? Two tutties? The dude's is fucking
150
stud.
yards. He is hurt. He did get a little hammy.
I saw that.
Keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts looking good too, but I think the Giants, man, it's so sad to see because this was a team that I was kind of liking a lot, just man, because you got Dart fucking headbutting people on his way out of the sidelines. anything on these two teams in your division, Casey, Dart?
Yeah,
Fart,
absolutely.
you
I mean, I'll tell you what, the old man on my show is in love with Scatterboo. I mean, it's some Brokeback Mountain shit with him and Scatterboo right now.
Me too.
We got one of
Yeah,
our
same with Trillo back
too, dude. I watched him play against Texas last year, and I almost got his fucking number tattooed on me, dude.
That
He
like put his face on your thigh right there.
Yes. Yeah, no,
Higher.
that's exactly. Yeah,
Higher.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
No,
kidding.
it's gross. Yeah, it's gross.
I
it's
told
not
these
Deshaun
clowns, I'm
Watson.
like, bro, if we don't draft this kid in the second round, we don't know what we're doing. We draft Harvey, great. I mean, come on. Don't get me started about my boy. Bro.
What you got, Ev?
I think I was wrong about Scatterboo. I'll just go out and say it. I didn't think he was going to be an NFL running back. I thought he'd be fucking playing fullback somewhere in a couple of years. I don't know. But that man is a dog. And yeah, it sucks to see him go down. That picture of his ankle was just like completely like 90 degrees. Like just fucking sucks. Injuries suck, but hopefully he bounces back because, like you said, they got some young, exciting pieces on that Giants offense, but it doesn't look like Dable is probably going to survive this one, Casey.
Yeah, I'm blah 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 blah. If I could talk, shit. Whiskey's catching up with me, boys. A few games ago, I think it was Dart's second game. I tweeted out like we're witnessing something here in New York with Dart, with Scatterboo, the energy that Dart has infused that team with. As a Cowboys fan, as an NFC East opponent, scares the shit out of me because you can just chalk up 2 wins if you're a Cowboys fan every year against the Giants these past 5, 6, 7 years. And the Scatterboo thing is, I was impressed. You mentioned the Arizona State game versus Texas. I was impressed with Scatterboo, but I said his style is not sustainable in the NFL.
Yeah,
I love his style. It reminds me of a miniature version of Mike Allstott.
Peyton Hillis vibes I was getting to for a little bit.
Yeah,
Well, it's the same for Dart too. His style of play is not sustainable either.
Yeah, he better learn how to slide pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's rookie. He's got that energy. He's got that aura around him right now, which New York has just been, waiting for. They've been salivating and waiting for this to be put on their plate. And it sucks that he got hurt. But I texted my pops, man. I was like, look, man, I know it was on I think it was a little dink play, a little check down pass that he got hurt on. So it wasn't like a ground and pound thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the NFL is not when you're going to get injured, or if, it's when. And Scatterboo, to me, I just think his style leads to a short career, unfortunately. And I hope he comes back stronger and he does well, except 2 times out of the year.
Yeah, he was going to tear your guys' asses up. That's a fact.
That's what every running back does. So
yeah, he was going to rush for the record. Go ahead, Dante.
I was just saying, yeah, the funny thing with the Cowboys I've noticed is it's no one beating them. We're like, no, we're that bad. You didn't do good. Every single Cowboys fan I've talked to about this loss, they no credit. It's just, no, we're just bad. You'll trust me, you're not that good. So that's why Denver's got to watch for this trap game next week. We can't get all confident and be like, oh, we're the best high power offense. We got to remember it was just the Cowboys defense.
Shot at Casey there. I love
Dante.
Not got Casey. I'm just saying, bro.
Dante.
Every
You
Cowboys
should have
fan
said
I've
it in
talked to,
French. Hey, repeat what you said, but in French.
Dante, you're acting like my old man on my show right now. You don't listen. Okay, at the beginning of the show, okay, I gave y'all credit, and I said where credit's due. I didn't give y'all defense enough. Y'all whooped our ass.
He was the one Cowboys fan that gave us credit.
Okay,
Casey, you're the one. But I'm just saying, in general consensus,
and that's why they're not sitting here on the
fans, and they're like, "Listen, don't get cocky. We suck."
Trillo, did you spit something out up there?
I spit my beer out when you said, "You're like my old man. You don't listen." Spit my whole beer out on the computer, boys. You love to see it. We got
cheers.
Yeah,
text the girlfriend and get you another beer.
Right? Yeah, she'd love that. She's listening. She'll be running down here yelling at me. Let's move on, boys. We got a few games left here. Bills, Panthers. I'll go ahead and talk about this. Panthers are about as unserious as the Falcons. Got to stay away if you're Trillo bets. I had them +7. I look like an idiot, dude. I also got this next game wrong. Bears, Ravens. Just when I thought maybe the Bears were serious, they lose to Huntley. Shout out to the Ravens for not starting Cooper Rush, but Derrick Henry had a couple tutties. The Bears, is Caleb Williams serious? Nobody knows. There's no excuse for him to be bad with that offense. Dude, you look at those wide receivers. I mean, even Colston Loveland, Swift. I'm big on Swift. What the fuck? I bet Johnson. Is it Caleb Williams? Like, it has to be, right?
He has an abundance of weapons, but let's be real, boys. That was a must-win game for the Ravens. I mean, they had to have it. They got some defensive pieces back. It was in their house. I still think the Bears are going to be solid, but I'm not ready to crown Caleb Williams by any means.
They draft Luther Burden, first round?
And he's made one play against the Cowboys defense.
Shout out Cowboys defense.
I wanted to reiterate, he had one reception for -1 yards.
I tweeted y'all back. We were going to make Harvey an all-pro yesterday, and we did.
It's true. It was good to see. We love to see that.
I had a bet yesterday, Casey. I had Javonte Williams and Dobbins for a touchdown, and I walked into the stadium thinking, like, there's no fucking way this doesn't hit. Javonte scores. Harvey scores 19 touchdowns. Dobbins can't sneak one in there, dude. What in the fuck? They even ran that Wildcat, and Dobbins goes on the fucking end of the field, and I'm like, God damn it, man. But
shout out to the announcers for the game pointing out he was a high school quarterback 17 times.
Oh yeah, I noticed that also.
I wanted to touch on that. Everyone hates on Tony Romo. I love watching him call a game, dude.
Me too.
Especially with the Broncos. They talked for like 10 minutes about how he was a Bronco fan growing up, though. They kept hammering that home just that way everyone's like, okay, he's not just a Cowboys homer. I mean, I think he was actually rooting for the Broncos out there.
Yeah, he was criticizing Dak for not hitting Pickens on the fade when he had one-on-one with I think it was Moss at that time.
Riley Moss,
So, by the way, are y'all the only other team that has a white cornerback? Is it just Sheen and you guys?
I've seen. Yes.
Exciting way.
They're both fucking studs, by the way, too. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Shout out to him.
Shout out to these white boys.
I mean, he's a penalty. He's a walking penalty, but
but he's a physical corner. So somebody told me he's a physical corner. That's why he gets penalties. No, he's getting beat by 8 yards and he has to hold, bro. He's not fucking physical. I thought he played great. I mean, shout out to Cameron Parker. People are like, "Oh, dude, he gave up the TD." Like, fuck me, dude. Did it matter? Also,
what game were you talking about originally? By the way,
which one?
The
Bears Ravens.
Bears Ravens.
Yeah, we got off.
So I just want to say this.
Yeah,
I would. I can't give any credit. I will never give any credit to a quarterback who paints his fucking fingernails. Okay, to me, you're not a serious person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry if you're a dude and you paint your fingernails. Sorry. Hey, and you might have those fans. I know y'all are in Colorado. Y'all a little different up there.
I'm just kidding.
All right. I go to Colorado every summer. I see it. In the Buena Vista area is where I go.
Oh, nice. Good spot over there. Yeah, nice way.
Yeah, a lot of good hiking up there.
Yeah.
And the collegiate peaks. But I just can't take them serious. I don't know. I love the names you named off. Swift. Ben Johnson, I wanted him as our head coach.
For sure.
I think he's an offensive genius. And who the hell did they beat or lose to? Ravens. You're right, Ev. Must win for them. Big win for them. And so yeah, I was impressed the performance the Ravens did. Because I think their defense has finally gotten a little bit healthy.
Roquan Smith, dude, the fucking anchor of that defense is back. That's their captain defense.
Hamilton's back too, right? And Marlon Murphy.
I think are they both back? If
Marlon Humphrey, I don't know if
one of them's back. Hamilton, I think's back. I think Hamilton's back.
But yeah, no, Casey, I agree with you, man. And we paint our toenails up here in Colorado, so you won't see it unless we need you to see it.
Fair enough.
That's
But-
on Ev's pay-per-view.
Lot of hiking sandals up there, though.
Yeah.
Hey, some of us live in America over here.
Weird tan lines from those sandals.
Absolutely.
Well, Ev wears toe rings, but moving on from that, last couple games that fucked me. Well, last game that fucked me. I don't even want to talk about the Chiefs game because yeah, they won. But by the way, you talk about announcers, Casey. Chris Collinsworth doing a Mahomes game. I think that's what Trillo bets is hell. Is literally. They were talking about this restaurant that they went to. Oh, it's Mahomes thing. They're talking about that shit. I was like, I want to kill myself in my living room eating dinner.
1587.
I fucking hate Chris Collinsworth. Dude, I almost as much as I hate the whole Travis Kelce Taylor Swift thing, dude. You know? Uh-oh.
Yeah, you froze, but we can still hear you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, boys, talk about the 49ers and Texans and where the fuck did I think that the 49ers were going to somehow win that game?
This was the most surprising game of the weekend for me. I thought for sure the 49ers were locked. They seem to win these games. The Texans seem to lose these games. But I think the injuries are slowly creeping up on the 49ers. It's hard. I mean, Kittle had a nice day, a touchdown, but that defense looked a little bit like Swiss cheese. You could tell they're missing Fred Warner. Some of these other guys that are out. Mac Jones coming back to reality a little bit. I think it's Purdy time here next week for them. So I was shocked at that. And McCaffrey had a horrible game, relatively speaking. Didn't find the end zone. Killed my touchdown parlay. 49ers killed my money line parlay. So not very happy with this game. I was completely wrong on this one.
Yeah, no, that Houston defense looks for real. I know it was
We'll find out.
a beaten down Niner offense, but I'm kind of worried about the Houston defense. But it was kind of a sneaky must win for them as well. I mean, what were they 2-4 at the time? You fall to 2-5. It's not looking good. So I think they're playing lights out. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think that was without Nico Collins too.
I will say, looking ahead a little bit, I think Denver matches up really good against the Texans. Their weakness is offensive line. Denver's strength is that defensive line, pass rush. I mean, if Nico Collins is out, they don't have many playmakers. They got those rookie receivers. I mean,
I don't think
Denver,
CJ Stroud is the most mobile quarterback. I'd kind of compare him to Dak. Like, sure, he can run, but he doesn't really want to, right? And I think the mobility kind of kills us. You saw that with Jackson Dart a little bit too. So, like, yeah, I agree with you there looking ahead. But the rookie wide receivers for the Texans are stepping up. They're both from Iowa State. I mean, what the fuck? They didn't even watch any film except for any other teams except Iowa State. But, yeah, that's in Houston. Trilla will be in Vegas. Casey, we're putting some money down on the Broncos for sure. You know that.
Well, I live in Houston. So the Texans are kind of the second team we cover on our show. We always do a segment on the Texans after the Cowboys. So, the last few weeks around here, it's been like, do we fire the offensive coordinator?
Really? Yeah.
The Texans were on a bye last week and or came off a bye, put an absolute egg against Seattle.
Yep.
But I will tell you, Dante, Ev, the defense is for real.
Yeah.
It is legit. It is a high level defense. The problem is the offense has looked pedestrian, but this past week was the best they've looked as far as sustaining drives, actually executing plays, and I think that San Francisco defense is a little lost without Fred Warner, who arguably might be the best defensive player in the league.
Linebacker wise, yeah, definitely for sure.
And so, you have Mac Jones, but Mac Jones was
a dog.
He's playing pretty well. I think he's banged up as well, but it's going to be interesting. Is it Texans Broncos this weekend?
Yeah, Texans -1.5. The game's right down the street from you. Over under 39.5, which is right now looking like the lowest.
I would take the Broncos in this game. Personally, I guess I'm giving away my picks for Wednesday night, but I just don't think I don't have a lot of faith in the Houston offense. They've been so schizophrenic in a way, and they found their footing against the San Francisco 49ers. But I think after experiencing y'all's defense firsthand, I think it's going to be a rough day for the Texans. And
Have you heard anything about Joe Mixon?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, when's
is
he
he
back?
coming back? Is he not coming back?
I haven't heard anything about him coming back anytime soon.
Dude, the coach won't say they're like, oh, will he play this year? He's like, I can't commit. They're not giving up any information on Joe Mixon.
So it might mean no, but so does that mean like Woody Marks, man? I mean, he seems like he actually went off this last week on my fantasy bench, which is great. But do you think they're going to start transitioning more touches to Woody Marks, or do you think it's going to be more of the same with him and Nick Chubb?
Without their top two receivers, Kirk and Nico, if they're not back, I mean, Woody Marks is their most potent offensive player, without a doubt, and he has playmaking ability. I mean, I wouldn't say he's a game breaker by any means at a high level, but he's their best offensive weapon, and if Denver can contain him, I think it would be pretty simple, because you mentioned it, Trillo. We lost Dante.
Oh no, I think his dogs were barking.
Dogs barking. He's not a big Texans guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've lost my train of thought. That threw me off. Thanks a lot, Dante.
Thanks, Dante. You fuck. We're talking about CJ Stroud's mobilities.
CJ Stroud. He's not super mobile. I actually think Dak is more athletic than him. I think CJ is more statuesque back there, and the offensive line has been a hot spot. They rotate their left guard every other drive.
Jesus. Well, why did they trade? What's his
Tunzel?
Why did they trade him? If that offensive line was a problem, why would you get rid of like the best piece of the puzzle?
Maybe it had something to do with smoking weed in a gas mask. I don't know.
Hell yes.
Hey, Casey,
bring him to Denver.
Who's that guy on that defense that I think he's been ejected a couple times? He gets fined down there.
Shazir.
Yeah, Shazir.
Former Titan.
The headhunter.
We got to watch out for him.
He definitely pushes the envelope.
Is he linebacker? Safety? What is he?
He's a linebacker.
Linebacker, yeah.
And I don't know. I think he may have just got fined with what he did. I don't think he's suspended the next game. I could have missed that news that came out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do some Broncos shit too later on in the week. I'm sure you'll talk about the Texans, but I just think that Broncos, it's going to be a defensive fucking slugger. I mean, I kind of like when we're faced with that type of adversity. CJ Stroud just doesn't do it for me. I don't think he's that much of a threat. I'm obviously way more scared of Dallas's offense, and I thought we handled that pretty well. So, it's going to come down to everything, man. Turnovers, I mean, can you stop them off of a turnover? Points off turnover is going to be key, but on the road, it's going to be interesting. We had 2 games at home, so.
And again, Pat Surtain out probably 4 to 6 weeks. So
Greenlaw back. But yes, Surtain out, yeah.
But yeah, the way the secondary played when he went out against Dallas gives me some hope. So,
yep, the J.D. Barron pick, might see if that come in.
Yeah, when you guys have that front 7 that you have, it makes up for the back end, which obviously in Dallas we don't have any of it. So I don't even know what that's like anymore.
I saw some people's suggestion that they held Nico Collins out just to make sure they could have him for Denver, just because that's a conference game, a little bit more important on the win-loss there. But I think he should be back, so you would assume Riley Moss will be on him.
Big game from Riley Moss. This guy's going to have 3 penalties by halftime, man. People are going to be texting.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I think y'all will win it. I think it'll be a double-digit win for you guys.
Wow,
that's interesting. Vegas has them as 1.5-point favorites. Houston.
So. Yeah, I don't know why they would roll that way. To me, Denver's the better team. I think right now they have the better quarterback. CJ Stroud had a phenomenal rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
He had a pretty heavy sophomore slump, and this year, he's
mediocre, maybe.
Yeah, he's been middle of the road at best, in my opinion. So. In this game against 49ers, I mean, he had 318. He was 30 for 39, 2
Mhm.
touchdowns, 1 pick. But you know, you guys mentioned it. The 49ers defense so depleted. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But you know, I'd bet on Denver pretty easily if I was putting money on it.
I
love
absolutely
it.
love it.
Love it. We love hearing that from a guy down in Texas, man. Wanted to bring up one last thing, Casey, before you left us. Oh, shout out to Samuel Dean.
Oh yeah,
Boys.
that's our
Yeah.
guy, Titans fan,
He
man.
must have heard us talking about his Titans, man. Sam, I'm really sorry, dude.
Dude, I feel
It's
so
not
bad for
looking
you.
good for you boys. Casey, big basketball guy. I know you are. Cooper Flag already 3 games in, highlight reel dunk. What's your thoughts on him? First off, we brought up Hassan. Why you guys running him at the 1? He's point guarding for you guys, which is just blasphemy. Jason Kidd's a problem. But 2, how motivated are you for this young kid coming out of Duke?
Well, being a North Carolina fan growing up, it's really hard for me to cheer for a Dookie. But being I had this tattoo on my left shoulder is a Dallas Mavericks tat.
Nice.
You know,
You and
obviously,
you and our guy Hassan would be fucking best friends, dude. This is awesome. You gotta get you and Hassan on one time together.
fair enough. You know where I'm at.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm obviously cheering for Cooper Flag, and I think he is going to be an all-star level player. I won't predict anything higher than that right now. Yeah, that dunk yesterday was nasty.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It was, and notice the assist came from a point guard named D'Angelo Russell. I think they need to move him, and I think he is starting tonight actually because Lively and Gafford are both out, so AD's got to play the 5 by default.
No, Washington, Christie, Sparty, by the way. Clay Thompson's old ass. Cooper Flag actually started, but he had 2 points, 1 of 9 tonight. Not his best night.
Okay,
But
well,
they did end up losing to OKC. God damn them.
I mean,
too.
I'm sure 100,000 fouls were called for Shea and his flopping ass.
Let's see how many.
I actually, yeah, obviously I coached basketball for 16 years, so I am a big basketball guy. Watching the NBA is really hard for me.
It's unwatchable.
It
Check the box score in the morning. That's my Nuggets strategy.
Basically, you know, it's what Adam Silver said. It's a highlight sport. Now there's no it's. And actually, I used to say the WNBA, if you want to watch fundamental basketball, watch WNBA. That's even gotten bad. So
It is. It is.
I can't even watch that. So
that's why we're a big college basketball podcast.
Yeah, Casey knows. We watch the draft. Yeah, Casey, it's all college basketball, dude, because for one, the effort is always there. You don't got pussies sitting out being like Embiid. Does he still have that? I don't have to play back-to-back games, by the way.
Probably.
Like what are we even talking about? But
he doesn't have to play in Denver.
He doesn't play in Denver. Won't do it. Yeah, no, the league is crazy for giving him an MVP over Jokic anyways. But, yeah, I mean, at least your Mavs are something to look forward to. Kyrie will be back, after the All-Star game?
Well, I saw a report today that he is way ahead of schedule, and they're flirting with the end of November.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he's been doing full speed drills and stuff. I mean, it doesn't even look the injury does not look like a torn ACL to me in the recovery process. But you know, modern medicine has changed that. It's only been getting better since AP totally destroyed timelines when it comes to ACLs. You know, 10, 15 years ago. So. Yeah, the Mavs are interesting. I'm especially once Kyrie gets back. I think they have one of the deepest rosters in the league once he gets back. I think they're legit too deep at every position, but I think Clay Thompson needs to come off the bench.
Yeah, that's what Hassan said too, man. And it's time.
And you know, or move off of him. You know, he wants to play for championships, and I don't. Look, of course, I hope they win one, but. I don't think this is the year. I think year 2 or 3 with Cooper Flag is the year.
Being a Texas guy. Who do you think's more set up for success, the Mavericks or the Spurs?
Spurs right now.
My God, dude. Did you see, Casey, did you see that highlight of Wemby? I tweeted it out. He blocked. So he had a block, blocks the dude who gets the rebound. Then his teammate tries to throw it over his head to like the point guard to push in transition. He catches that shit like an alien, runs down the court, pulls up 3, whop. I was like,
Dude,
I've never seen
athletic freak.
I've never seen like a play like that before. Dude, it'd be like watching Shaq in his prime, but like, dude, he's so fucking lengthy too that like his teammate didn't try to throw him the ball because he would have just done this. He like fucking threw it over him, snagged that, ran up, pull up 3. I was like, my God, we're not ready for this.
I said after the first game against the Mavs, Wemby, if he stays healthy, will win the MVP. He will win the Defensive Player of the Year, and he'll be obviously first team All NBA. He's gotten a little bit stronger. You can see it in his frame,
which he needs. Yeah, for injuries.
He needs it a lot. Chet Holmgren needs to call him and find out what he did because Chet still hasn't eaten a damn sandwich in 3 years.
Fuck him too. I don't like.
I can't even. It's so terrible to watch. It hurts me to watch him run.
Yes, I'm like,
yeah,
he's gonna
dude.
snap his leg off, dude.
I watched those 2 run down the court, and I'm like, if they step on a foot, they're gonna break multiple.
Like I love the new school people are all like, oh, Shaq couldn't have dominated this era. Like Joel Embiid was saying that.
Don't give me that. Yeah,
like you're gonna guard Shaq with Chet Holmgren.
Right. It's
gonna get broken in half. Yeah.
Pounds at 7'2".
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
No chance.
Yeah. Wemby had 9 blocks that game with the highlights too. By the way, I mean, he's an incredible NBA specimen. Dude.
It's crazy, and I hope history does not repeat itself with guys his size.
Yeah.
And when you start getting above 7'2". The injury history in the NBA is very high. So I hope that doesn't happen. What's your boy Sam talking about? Don't cry for me, Argentina. I don't understand it.
What is that? Sam, you might have to reiterate. Is that a song or something? Don't cry for me, Argentina.
He put the music notes, so it's gotta be a side. He was happy. He was calling for the coach's head. The coach got fired. So
yeah,
nothing changed. I don't know where they go from here.
Which coach are we talking about?
The Titans coach.
Callahan.
Okay.
Yeah. Titans coach. Well, fellas, do you guys, Casey, love having you on. You can bounce out whenever. Dante, you wrote down NFL notes, right? I mean, Casey, if you want to stay, we're going to talk about some news, breaking news, other than the Cowboys have not won in Denver since 1995. Casey, you're a young guy, but I think you might have been in your teens at that point. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I was turning 40, you dick.
I was shitting my pants when the last time that happened.
I wasn't even born.
I was 2.5 years old. But
in 95, I was 9 years old. You're a jerk. Okay, saying whatever. What? I'm just gonna drink.
Dante, hit us with some fantasy injuries. Scatterbo, obviously. What else you got for us for NFL news?
Yeah, we covered it. We covered most of it going through the rundown. I'll be quick. Lockett signs with the Raiders. We covered. Cardinals released Michael Carter. I know, like I had him stashed on one of my fantasy rosters.
Wait, and not Demon Carter?
Yeah, not Dean Ricardo. Yeah,
Michael Carter.
Interesting.
People are saying they might be making a move at the trade deadline for a running back. So
Breece Hall.
Well, yeah, Breece Hall went off. Huh? We mentioned Joe Flacco. Questionable for this weekend, so we'll see about that for the Bengals. Puka Nacua is going to be back this week.
Yeah.
Tutu Atwell's on the injured reserve there. Scatterbo, obviously. Carson Wentz out for the season.
Thank God. I'm ready for the Vikings. I'm ready for the Vikings to grow up too.
It's time to see what JJ McCarthy's about.
Casey, is JJ McCarthy for real?
TBD on that, but I'm going to say the Vikings regretting letting Sam Darnold go. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, you got to see what McCarthy's about. little trade action. We're only 8 days away from the NFL trade deadline, so it's time to, there's a lot of smoke screens out there. Obviously, we've seen Denver's interested in a tight end and wide receiver. That tells me one thing: Denver's not trained for a tight end or a wide receiver, because usually whatever comes out is complete opposite. But
Sean Payton hates when the media is right, dude.
Yeah,
he never does it. Yeah,
they could have had a trade finalized for a receiver, and he's like, nope, can't do it now.
Withdraw.
The Titans, they traded away Roger McCurry to the Rams. Little
depth
cornerback
piece
trade there, yeah. We mentioned Quinshawn Judkins, AC joint sprain. He's day to day in Cleveland. They got a bye week, so good timing there. I think that about covers it. Scattaboo, obviously, not looking great there. I texted Dom. I knew you weren't watching. I was watching Red Zone, and they literally stopped everything they were doing. And they're like, "Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Look away. We're gonna show it. Look away." And
I think it was worse than the Tyreek Hill one, which was also
it was worse.
Fucking brutal.
You see in Jackson Dart's reaction?
Yeah, Fred Warner one, by the way, was also gruesome, dude. I'm
yeah.
tired of these gruesome injuries. It sucks, but it is a part of the game. But yeah, no, that's what I got too, man. I mean, besides that, the Cowboys are one of the. Let me see. I wrote this down here for Casey. One of the, if not the biggest jokes in the. Oh yeah, no, sorry. That was like my random. That was sorry. That was for me not to bring up.
That's the Coors Light Twitter thing he's talking.
That's the Coors Light. Real quick, Equinox parlay. Ev, I know you didn't bet it. Casey, you know what the sports Equinox is, right? What do you think it means?
Educate me.
It's when NHL, MLB, NBA, and NFL.
Oh, they all play on the same night.
Yeah, we just need the Dodgers to win. Casey, you watching the World Series right now?
Not right now. I was before I came on. I don't.
No, yeah. I mean, are you keeping up with it?
Yeah. Well, what a hell of a performance by Yamamoto last game.
I wanted to bring up something, dude. Ohtani banged 2 home runs again tonight. Is this guy, in my opinion, yes. And it might be like people say, "Oh, LeBron's better than Jordan." Is Ohtani the best baseball player you've ever seen? Because I feel like I watched a lot of ball growing up. There's never been anybody close to this guy. Barry Bonds, yes. When he did 3 home runs and then struck out 10, I think that was like one of the best baseball performances that's ever happened in the oldest sport in the United States. He banged 2 home runs again tonight. I mean,
he just got called out at second.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he has 4 hits tonight. But anyways, Casey, I know you. I respect your ball knowledge. No homo. But what do you think about Ohtani? Ev loves him.
Oh wow!
He's a fucking robot, dude. He's an android sent from the future. There's no, I don't know, Casey. What do you think about Ohtani?
Yeah, I mean, when you factor the hitting side of it, I don't think he's better than Barry. But when you factor in the pitching, he is the best baseball player I think we've ever seen.
Yeah.
In our lifetime. I mean, people want to compare Ruth.
Yeah.
And because he was the two-way guy that's even close to this. And I think Babe Ruth has his place in baseball history without a doubt. But he also wasn't facing pitching that these guys see every day.
Right.
If you watch Babe Ruth, I don't know if you watch that dude who like tests bats on TikTok, Bat Bros, I think they are.
Yeah, I've seen that guy. Yeah.
Well, they tried to swing Babe Ruth's bat, which is a 40-ounce bat, which is it's as long as it's damn near as long as me.
Mm-hmm.
On a good night when it's not cold. Sorry,
I knew it, man.
It's too easy. But yeah, man, but yeah, I don't think he's a better hitter than Barry. I think Barry is on whether eliminate the steroid conversation. I don't really give a shit about that.
Yeah, I mean,
Barry's prowess. I mean, just look at his walks and just what teams would do to not let him hit the ball was insane. But Ohtani with the pitching, it's incredible, man. And he deserves every dollar of that $70 million because he is playing 2 positions at an extremely high level.
Yeah. No, if he's pitching, I saw Yamamoto yesterday. It's a cheat code, dude. What the Dodgers are doing. I almost want to be a fan of this salary cap. Everybody's talking about it. I don't think baseball will ever do it because it's just baseball. But I think Ohtani doesn't get the walks, dude, because you look at that starting lineup for the Dodgers. You got Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Muncy, Teo Hernandez, like Kike. You just can't walk anybody on that fucking team, bro. You should be walking Ohtani, but then you got Mookie Betts up. You know, I mean, that's another fucking all-star right
Mookie
there.
Betts
So,
0 for 5 tonight.
yeah, of course. Don't worry, Freddie's gonna come back and hit a game.
So it sounds like they should have walked Ohtani every time, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, he's only got 2 doubles and 2 home runs. Pretty off night for him. He'll be pitching probably Wednesday. So just start ripping the bets, boys. Just rip the bets. But
by the way, the "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" is a Madonna song. So Sam, why are you referencing Madonna, homie?
Dude, Sam goes deep in his
pull.
bag.
Deep pull.
Sam
pull.
knows what's up.
Deep pull.
He's in Nashville, so he's got his thumb on the music industry.
Oh yeah,
too.
dude.
Well, Madonna was not a Nashville find. I will say that.
That's fair. That's
fair. Now, if
fair.
you start pulling out some deep R&B songs, I'll respect it.
Yeah, I bet Casey, you like some R. Kelly? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't want to pee on anybody.
Sam,
actually, you know what? Take that out of it. R. Kelly is one of the best R&B singers of all
It's
time.
the remix to Ignition, man.
Yeah,
Sam, I'll be in Tennessee in a couple weeks. Sam, I'll hit
that
you up.
album, Chocolate Factory, was so good.
Remix to Ignition
was.
But
you start pulling out some Avant. All right, you start pulling out, some classic Boys to Men.
Oh God, man!
Some All for One.
Is this why your dad doesn't listen to you on the podcast because you're talking about some Boys to Men while he's trying to talk some ball?
I don't serenade him like that. That was just a treat for you guys.
We appreciate it. Nuggets up 10. We need Nuggets and Dodgers.
What's the Dodgers score at, boys?
5-5 extra innings. It's must-watch TV. I mean, this is why we're here, boys. We'll put it on. But other than that, Dante, real quick, talk NASCAR to me, and fuck you, by the way, because did Blaney win or what the fuck happened?
Blaney got second. His season's done. We're down to the last race.
Who won?
William Byron won, and so it's William Byron and Kyle Larson, who are both on Hendrick, and Denny Hamlin and Chase Briscoe, who both drive for Gibbs. The Final Four in the championship at home or in Phoenix this week. So my money's on Denny Hamlin. He's sitting at plus 200 right now, the odds-on favorite to win. But he's vet 40 plus 42 years old. He's won 60 races, which is all-time list, like top 10. But he has never won the championship. He's kind of like the Dan Marino. He's got all the stats. Everything, just hasn't got that championship. So I think this is the year he gets it done. William Byron's like a really young kid. He kind of was the up-and-coming replacement for Jeff Gordon. So these are like the 2 biggest teams in NASCAR, and they're the last one standing. It'll be worth a watch this weekend.
Is it just one race or what?
Yeah, one race, and basically whoever finishes highest out of those 4 wins the championship.
All right, Kyle Larson's going to win it. I'm booking it right now. Casey, I don't know if you watch NASCAR.
I mean, I will say what is a lock is there's going to be a left turn. That's what I'll say.
There's going to be fun.
I actually love NASCAR growing up. I'm from Texas. They put Texas Motor Speedway up in a little north of Fort Worth. I'm from Ev. I probably didn't mention this. I'm from Dallas, Fort Worth myself. So,
hell yeah.
So you might know where Haltom City is.
I do not. But
shit. Never mind. That connection just totally blew up in my face.
Yeah, that was a really cute moment that you ruined there, Ev.
Ev was 9. He didn't even know where he lived.
He didn't know, dude. Ev doesn't know. He only likes the Cowboys.
So the mid cities are by the airport.
Farmers Branch, Love Field.
That's north.
That's where I'm from.
North Dallas.
Okay.
I was over by DFW International.
Okay. All right.
NASCAR, man. I've been to a race before. It was an incredible experience.
They're fun.
So, but yeah.
Is it true if you ain't first, you're last?
This week it is.
That is accurate. So
wait, no, you could finish third as long as everybody else doesn't finish higher, right? I don't know. I'm confused. Dante, just send us locks. Ev, real quick. I got a guy that Evan wants to root for. Almendinger. Do you guys really need to ask me why Evan wants to root for him? No. Ev, Almendinger. That's your lock. You kind of look like an Almendinger yourself. Anyways, boys, I'm gonna go sweat this baseball game. Yeah, Dingleberry, Evan. I'm gonna go sweat this baseball game. Casey, we really appreciate you coming on, man. Sorry to bully you for an hour 45 almost.
You're good, my man.
You know,
It was a good time.
like I don't hate the Cowboys, man. I think that team's defense needs to improve. But you hit that on the head as well. Dante, it's good seeing you, big dog. Ev.
Yeah, we'll have to talk some more college ball on Wednesday, but I did want to just say real quick, shout out, go Pokes, Border War champs. I mean, it wasn't even close, 28-0. Absolutely embarrassing showing from the CSU fans if there actually are any out there, but there was literally 100 people wearing green up here in Laramie this weekend. So you're 45 minutes down the road. You can't even come up for the biggest game of the year.
Dude, they
Does
fired
everything you
the
know about that
coach and
program.
the quarterback quit. Like, what do you want the fans to do?
Dude, Wyoming's not no Bama. This is your game of the year. This is your Super Bowl. Dude, they run their mouths on Twitter. They can't even drive 45 minutes north to Laramie. They deserve everything they get. Dude.
Speaking of running their mouths, Ev, what'd you think about CU's performance Saturday night? My God, dude.
I mean,
if us four would have played defensive backs for CU, they would have only lost by 20. I mean,
how? No. How ass is CU, and then how ass is the Dallas Cowboys? Mackenzie Dern, come on down. Look up that weigh-in. Look up that weigh-in, Casey. Oh, good God, that's how ass that performances were.
Oh,
those performances were.
Real quick, sorry, but shout out G Money. Gerald want to make sure we let everybody know we're close to 500 subscribers on YouTube, so everyone can subscribe to YouTube. We're almost there. We've been getting some traction, putting some stuff out on YouTube, so make sure you're tuning in Crew Talk Sports YouTube page.
You subscribe to the YouTube and then DM me the screenshot, and Dante will send you $500.
Yeah. Yeah, the 500th follower gets $500 from Dante from betting on his.
Jokes on you guys. I'm going to be the 500th one.
Yeah. He hasn't subscribed yet.
He's watching it as soon as it hits $4.99. He's clicking.
Smart man.
That's great.
Fellas, I appreciate y'all letting me come on, and definitely won't be the last time. You know, we're both on Tire Sports
Casey.
Network,
so. Tell everybody where they can find you on the socials and everything, just so they know about your podcast and stuff as well.
Just like my dad, you jumped the gun. Thanks. I was getting to it. Cheers one last time before I get it.
Cheers, boys.
By the way, whiskey of the week, Woodford Reserve.
Nice.
But you can find on Facebook On Time Sports Talk. You can figure out why we did the name. Last name is schedule. We're always on time. So
love it.
Yeah, that's how we did
us
that.
On Sundays at 7.
Yeah.
So
always on time. We're changing ours to always late on Sundays. But yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Casey.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So On Time Sports Talk on YouTube, on Facebook, and you can find me at Coach Schedule on X and TikTok. The old man is at Easy Eddie on X. His TikTok really ain't existent.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, if I halfway entertained you, follow us. Shout out to Kevin for already following me on X. So all the love and we have a lot of fun. We probably we take a little more comedic approach to sports. We do some character work, and our goal is saying you just might be entertained. So
yes, sir.
Number one sports podcast in France.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, let me know. I'll come on in my Wemby jersey and start speaking French for you, Casey. You let me know. I could execute that for you and your old man. You just let me know.
We might need to fuck around and do like a little preview of like next time the Nuggets play the Mavericks. Get Hassan on here. Get Casey. On here. That might be fun.
Just let me know. I'm down anytime. I mean, it is a little late. I'm pushing 11 class past my bedtime, boys. But super excited for y'all's success and how y'all have grown. And obviously we're all trying to do the same thing. And if you're entertained, if you enjoy watching, shout out to the network, send me a message. love to start getting sponsors for the network. Try to get people's products out there as well as I think Dante, Ev, and Trillo will always all say and agree. We would love to do this for a living, but right
Yes,
now
sir.
we ain't making enough. So, but I appreciate y'all again for having me on, and open invitation anytime y'all want to come on. We're on Time Sports Talk. We're live on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time. So 6 p.m. y'all's time. Probably still fighting rush hour traffic, but tune in to us if you want to be entertained and watch the self-proclaimed best in the podcast game.
Yes, sir.
Bars, drop the mic. I'm out of here.
Bars, always on time. Casey, appreciate you.
Peace.
Have a great rest of your week. Dante, Ev, closing statements. As Casey dropped the mic right on your asshole, Evan. You love to see it.
That's tough to follow. Just one more shout out from Mackenzie Dern. I can't unsee what I saw, and I'm just like, she is my new favorite fighter. I'm riding with her until the day I die, boys.
We got to clip that.
She is my dog.
Yo, yeah, and by the way, she got the dub too, Ev. That makes you love her even more, right? I mean, she's a fighter at heart too. She didn't, love it. She loves a little ground and pound.
I'd let her ruin my life. Ruin my life and beat me to shreds.
You back talk her. She talk about
like,
how cold.
Treat me like scum, Dante.
Yeah, you come home. You come home and like pick a fight just so she'd get her legs wrapped around you.
Put your hand, crush my head like a grapefruit, dude.
Purposely don't unload the dishwasher.
yeah. Start throwing shit around the house.
Oh, dude, just toss me through a window. Please.
What'd you say? Crush my head like a grapefruit.
Like a grapefruit. Just fucking smash it. Done. Yeah, I did not respect your game, Mackenzie.
Bro, that's what the Broncos did to the Cowboys.
Yes.
They crushed their head like a grape, dude.
Yes, you love it, man. You love
it. All right.
All right.
Dub episode, boys. We'll be seeing you guys Wednesday for episode 94. Ev, we're getting closer to 100. The people want to know. Be strapped up Wednesday. Let the boys know what we're coming on for Monday or for episode 100. Dante, Ev, I need some fucking locks. Vegas Friday. Johnny Rock, 60th birthday, mother of Christ. Trillo's going back to Vegas, baby. Last time we went, we hit a squad ride. So, speaking of squad rides, Nuggets up 13 with 4 minutes left. Doyers, 5-5, bottom of the 10th. We got to sweat this out, boys. That could be the Equinox parlay that Evan didn't post. Shout out to Evan for running the Twitter straight to the ground and not letting the fans know.
Did you take Rice?
No, I put Chiefs, Dodgers, Penguins, and Nuggets. I mean,
so
it was.
I'm the only one that sprinkled Rice in there. I just got a little extra, so it's all right. And Kelsey, we should have thrown Kelsey in there too. Damn it!
Fuck him, dude. He looks so old and fragile. All right, we'll see you guys Wednesday for episode 94. Deuces.